let's do the Krampus Book Tag. I was tagged by Tony from An Erudite Adventure. I'll link his and Kate's channel in the description. I recommend you go and watch their stuff. So this is a Christmas themed book tag about some fellow called Krampus. Being English, I don't know anything about Krampus. This is what I found out. The Krampus is a horned anthropomorphic figure in Central and Eastern Alpine folklore who during the Christmas season scares children who have misbehaved. Assisting St. Nicholas, the pair visit children on the night of the 5th of December, with St. Nicholas rewarding the well-behaved children with modest gifts such as oranges, dried fruits, walnuts and chocolate, while the badly behaved ones only receive punishment from Krampus with birch rods. Well, it seems quite reasonable, and I'm all for Krampus's activities, but I'm not being someone descended from German immigrants in America. I have no idea who he was before this, but I'll answer the questions. He doesn't sound like a guy I'd want to spend much time with, though, to be fair. So, question 1. The man himself. Which fictional character would best portray the Christmas demon? So I think there's a few obvious answers here. So Dwight Schrute as the Belsnickel would obviously be good at playing Krampus, because I think the Belsnickel is another version of Krampus. The Grinch, he would obviously be good, and he is in a book, so it counts, I think. The Grinch would be very good at playing the Christmas demon himself. Scrooge pre-repentance, very good at playing Krampus. Any vengeance-based character, probably very good at playing Krampus. Question 2. Is that Sleigh Bells? Which fictional character deserves to be visited by Krampus? Moash. Moash from the Stormlight Archive. Someone who definitely needs a birching. The only hope really left for Moash is Krampus, I think. 3. Bedtime Stories. What is a horror book that best fits the festive season? I don't read horror. On the whole, I've read a tiny bit, but a ghost story that fits the season is obviously A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And it deals with a Krampus-like figure, as I've already suggested, Ebenezer Scrooge, and it deals with how Christmas affects Mr. Scrooge. 4. Devilish Gifts. What is one strange fictional item you would like to receive from Krampus? Given he only brings birch rods, I'm not sure there's anything I want to receive from him. Why would you want anything from Krampus? He'd just turn up with that dagger that Matt in Wheel of Time gets, and then you'd be corrupted by the Dark One. Food, glorious food. This is question 5. What is one unusual food, fictional or real, you would like to eat for Christmas dinner? Lembas bread. Lembas bread has an obvious resonance for sort of the idea of a celebration, a weird item that is celebratory, but also in its own way strangely anticipatory, and it's a staple, but it's also a feast. It's a weird one. Weirdly, interestingly, lembas is called waybread, of course, which Tolkien absolutely had in mind a term viaticum, which is Latin for waybread, which is communion bread, being a Roman Catholic, of course, very important to him. Question 6. Home for Christmas. What is one dark and dangerous fictional location you would like to visit for Christmas? Again, I don't want to visit anywhere dark or dangerous, real or fictional, at any time, let alone Christmas. What are these questions about? Question 7. Location. Where would you like to travel with Krampus? Who would you like to visit with Krampus? So I don't really want to go with Krampus anywhere. I guess maybe in such a case I'd be a St. Nick figure, in which case I'd want to go to the home of some nice children to reward them. But in terms of fictional places that are interesting, the world of Sixth of the Dust by Sanderson I think was really, really interesting. I love the magic birds, basically. I love the tropical setting. Also, obviously, the Shire. I know it's another Lord of the Rings answer, but the Shire is the idealised home, isn't it? And the opposite of scary, dark places is the Shire. In fact, the reason why it's so terrible that the Shire is taken over by Sharky and the ruffians is that it is a place of peace and goodwill. 8. Locking horns. What fictional character, good or evil, would you like to see battle against Krampus? Well, Father Christmas from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, he who heralds that winter is passing because Christmas is here. I guess you could find... it seems fitting. I mean, St. Nicholas of Myra is not a fictional character, he's a historical person, but a kind of analogue to Krampus's ally, the person who I think would be able to deal with Krampus and any anger issues Krampus has is Father Christmas. And 9, finally, spreading the fear. What book, fiction or non-fiction, would Krampus give to Santa for Christmas and why? I'm taking this from the name of the prompt, spreading the fear, but something like Uncivilization by Paul Kingsnorth, which is non-fiction. And if we're just if spreading the fear just means black pill, basically, then it very much is that the technological options we have and the technocratic approach we have just won't do anything about climate change. The way we attempt to deal with climate issues and environment issues to do with extinction event stuff are just completely inadequate, even if we executed them in the way that their most radical proponents say, because essentially we approach the problem in entirely the wrong way. I will link a related essay by him in the description, The Scythe, which is a really beautiful essay actually. But yeah, one thing certainly that you take away from that is that sometimes we, for all our wisdom, all our knowledge, we have far less control of situations than we wish we did. So, on that cheerful note, I won't tag anyone. It's nearly Christmas. You tag yourself if you would like to speak about the Christmas demon and dark things at this dark time of the year as we head into a light time of the year, Christmas. Yeah, so tell me, and if there's any other prompts you want to answer, I will leave the prompts in the description. If there's any prompts you want to answer in the description, do it there in the comments and tell me what one is particularly interesting. Yeah, what is the most depressing book? That seems like a enjoyable one. And is there anything you want Krampus specifically to bring you? I didn't get that, so you tell me what gift you'd like from Krampus. Till next time.